Top 10 news stories. January 5th, 2025, Yebo News Network. Good evening and welcome to Yebo News Network. We're kicking off the year with a look at the biggest stories shaping our world today. From the bustling streets of New York City to the halls of power in Washington, we've got you covered. Our team of correspondents is stationed across the globe, bringing you the latest on everything from breaking news to in-depth analysis. So buckle up because we've got a lot to cover in the next few minutes. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. We begin tonight with a major development on the business front. President Biden has taken the significant step of blocking a proposed takeover of U.S. Steel by Japan's Nippon Steel. The deal, valued at nearly $15 billion, had been in the works for months, but the Biden administration ultimately decided to intervene, citing concerns over job security for American workers. This decision is sure to send ripples through both the global steel industry and international relations. Nippon Steel has expressed disappointment with the decision, while the White House maintains its commitment to protecting American jobs and economic interests. Turning now to the tech world, Tesla is facing a major crisis tonight after a Cybertruck prototype exploded during a demonstration in Las Vegas. Videos of the incident quickly went viral, sending investors into a panic. Tesla shares plummeted by as much as 10%. In after-hours trading. Elon Musk has downplayed the incident, calling it an anomaly and assuring the public that the Cybertruck is still on track for production. However, the explosion raises serious questions about the vehicle's safety and could lead to costly delays for the company. There's at least some good news for the auto industry tonight. New vehicle sales in the U.S. saw a modest increase of 2.7% last year, a welcome sign after years of declining sales. Experts attribute the uptick to a slight dip in both vehicle prices and interest rates, making car ownership more attainable for some consumers. However, this news comes with a caveat. The global chip shortage continues to impact vehicle production, and many dealerships are still struggling to keep up with demand. It remains to be seen whether this upward trend will continue in the long term. Chapter 4: Brokers' Fees Banned in NYC. In a move that's sure to shake up the real estate market, New York City has officially banned brokers' fees for renters. The new law, which went into effect today, aims to make housing more affordable for millions of New Yorkers who struggle with the city's notoriously high rents. Landlords are now prohibited from charging renters brokers' fees, which can often amount to thousands of dollars. The move has been praised by tenant advocates but criticized by some in the real estate industry, who say it could lead to higher rents overall. Chapter 5: IRS makes free tax return program permanent. In a bit of good news for taxpayers, the IRS has announced that its free tax return program will now be a permanent fixture. This program, which allows millions of Americans to file their taxes for free online, has been a lifeline for low and moderate income taxpayers. The move comes after years of advocacy by consumer groups who argued that the IRS should provide a free and easy way for all Americans to file their taxes. The program is expected to save taxpayers billions of dollars in fees they would have otherwise paid to commercial tax preparation services. Chapter 6: Heavy Snow Disruption. Turning now to the weather, a massive winter storm is wreaking havoc across the northern hemisphere. Heavy snow and blizzard conditions have brought transportation to a standstill in parts of the US, Europe, and the UK, with several major airports forced to suspend flights. Millions are bracing for the worst as the storm continues to move eastward. Emergency services are on high alert, and residents are urged to stay home and avoid unnecessary travel. We'll continue to monitor the situation and bring you the latest updates as they become available. Chapter 7. In a story that's made headlines around the world, Israel has confirmed its role in helping a former soldier escape Brazil, where he was facing an investigation into alleged war crimes in Gaza. The soldier, whose identity remains classified, had been living in Brazil for several years but fled the country after an international arrest warrant was issued. The Israeli government has defended its actions, saying it has a duty to protect its citizens, even those accused of serious crimes. However, the move has drawn condemnation from human rights groups who accuse Israel of shielding war criminals from justice. Turning our attention now to Asia, China has surprised many analysts by revising its 2023 GDP growth figures upward. The revised figures suggest that the world's second-largest economy performed better than initially expected last year, despite ongoing challenges from the pandemic and global trade tensions. This news will likely fuel optimism about China's economic prospects in 2024. However, some experts caution that the country still faces significant headwinds, including a shrinking workforce and rising debt levels. Across the English Channel, the economic picture is far less rosy. The UK economy stagnated in the third quarter of last year, posting zero growth and raising fears of a looming recession. The news comes as a blow to the newly elected Labour government, which is already facing pressure to address the country's cost of living crisis. The Bank of England has warned that the UK economy is facing its most challenging period in decades, with high inflation, soaring energy prices, and Brexit-related uncertainty all taking their toll. Back in the US, all eyes are on Washington as lawmakers brace for former President Trump's expected return to the White House. This time, not as a candidate, but as a recipient of a presidential pardon. President DeSantis has signaled his intention to pardon Trump on any federal charges related to the January 6th Capitol riot. The move has sparked outrage among Democrats and some Republicans alike, who argue that it would set a dangerous precedent and undermine the rule of law. Protests are expected in Washington and other major cities if the pardon goes through. And that brings us to the end of our program tonight. We've covered a lot of ground, from economic uncertainty to political turmoil to a world grappling with the ongoing effects of climate change. It's a complex and ever-changing world out there, but we at Yebo News Network are committed to bringing you the news that matters, clearly and concisely. Is there a specific story you'd like to know more about? Let us know in the comments below. We appreciate your feedback and encourage you to join the conversation. Thanks for watching Yebo News Network. Stay tuned for more updates. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more